Hey everybody, welcome to the AllBrands show. I'm Barbara from AllBrands.com. So excited to be with you here today. Live, we're going to be talking about the the XJ2 Stellaire machine. It's really popular right now. We're going to be doing edge-to-edge quilting using some unique features in that machine. I'm going to show you how to line it up. We're going to show the My Snap for Mobile app to use the background to line it up. We're also going to do 2-point positioning to line up edge to edge, and we're going to use the recognition marks to line up edge to edge quilting. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to show it to you. We'll be back very soon. Hey y'all, happy February. I love you so much. So happy that you're here with me. Can you believe it's already a new month? I can't wait. And yes, we have a lot to celebrate. Very happy. And I'm celebrating this machine because it is fantastic. For this price, you can do a lot of the features that you can do on the top of the line luminaire. So come with me, we'll get started and I'll show you all about it. But before we do that, please be sure, if you're watching anywhere, to hashtag AllBrands in the comment section to win a prize at the end of the broadcast. And we have a second way to win. This is for a $25 AllBrands.com e-gift card. So to win that, hop on over to Facebook, share this publicly, and at the end of the broadcast, I will pick a lucky winner to win. Awesome. So how are y'all doing today? Are you feeling creative? Who here owns the Stellaire is what I'd like to know, for one. Because I love edge to edge. You can do it on any machine, but with these features, it just is so much easier. So let's get started. I see hashtags, but I haven't seen any comments of people that own the Stellaire yet. All right, so we're going to be working on the Stellaire XJ2. That's the combination sewing and embroidery machine. And then just know that there is an embroidery only version of this machine that does all of these features. It's called the XE2 Stellaire. They're available online on our website, allbrands.com, or in any one of our 7 retail locations throughout Louisiana and Texas. Kim owns the Stellaire. Holla! Yay, I love hearing that. I have the Stellaire and the luminaire and the 6 needle and the 10 needle. I kind of have to though. So we can have these fun get-togethers. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to go over to the hooping station. Now the Stellaire is a unique machine because there is special hoops with it. It has My Design Center like the luminaire, where you can send pictures to the machine, create your own embroidery files, but you can also send backgrounds to the machine. So I've already started. You can't really see it, but I have some edge to edge all around here. And I just kind of want to line it up on the screen of my machine. So I went ahead and I hooped it, and you do have to use the special hoop with the recognition marks. And there's an app called My Snap for Mobile app. And so it looks like this. All right. And this is an exclusive app for the Stellaire machines. It's a really good price point because the camera is not built in, but you just send the pictures and backgrounds through your app to the machine wirelessly if you're on the same Wi-Fi. So we're going to choose the first option. It's going to give me a little bit of instruction on how to do this. I'm going to click OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my, I'll take out my template. I'm going to hold my camera above, and it's going to snap a photo of that background. See? All right, so it says send to the machine. All right, it's sending. We'll go to the screen of the machine. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Probably should have done that already. And then it says sent to embroidery. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you my design and how I pulled it up and added the recognition marks. So in both of the Stellaire 2s, there is a quilting category right here. And I chose the second one, which is like this fun sewing theme. And you can tell it's edge to edge because there's a beginning and an end to connect the design to do an all over quilting. So we'll go ahead and click set. And it says an image was sent from the mobile app. Would you like to update? Okay. All right, so now it's telling me to attach the frame to the machine so that I can position it with the background behind the design. So I'm going to add my frame. And these come in various sizes. This is the 10 by 10 frame. There's also a 9.5 by 14. I think there's a 5 by 7 and a 4 by 4, I believe. I know with the XJ2, you get, I believe, 4 of the scannable hoops. And with the XE2, you get 1 of the scannable hoops. So something to consider. All right, so we put the frame on. I'll click OK. And it's going to do its little calibration. And voila, here is our background put onto the machine. So then what I'm going to do is I'll click Edit. And I can see my design. I'll zoom in a little bit. Now you do have to connect the app to the machine beforehand. And then actually, you know what? I didn't size this design yet. So I'll just show you how to position it. So you would just go to Move up here. And then you would use your cursors here to move the design right and left, up and down, so that you can see, okay, my recognition marks here are going to match. And that's how you would position it in the hoop, so that you can see for many types of placement, not just edge to edge. You can use this on various methods, various projects, but I just wanted to show you that because I think it's really, really cool. So let's go back. I'm going to turn off the background. Let's see here. Background. I'm like the slowest reader, so I'm like, I know I passed by it and it's in here somewhere. Opening screen. All right. How about this? We're just going to turn it off and turn it back on. And then that way the background will go away. But I'll show you how I created the design and then I saved it because I have another hoop size that I want to show you today. And so I had to make my design a little bit smaller to accommodate the magnetic hoop that we'll talk about a little later. Really exciting. All right, so I'll go to, okay, it's going to do its little test, just like it does when it restarts. Click OK. What does that? I am way too zoomed in here. Let's see, there you go. All right. Okay, we're going to attach our hoop to the machine. our embroidery hoop. And then we're going to go to embroidery. I'm going to go to my quilting designs, which is category 20, and choose number 2 as a design. Then I'll click set. Okay, so let's see. Edit. Okay, there, that's how you remove the background. Didn't have to restart my machine. Okay, so how I created this design is, depending on the size of your quilt, you may want this to be bigger or smaller. So you can click edit on your screen, size, and you have a number of different sizes here. You can make it all the same down, all the same up. You can stretch it or shrink it horizontally or vertically here. So I'm just going to make it smaller because I need it to be about 6. All right. So when you hear that click, click, that means that right now this is the smallest that the machine is going to make it without redigitizing the stitches. But guess what? This machine has a really cool feature, and it's right here. It's this zigzag button that will redigitize the stitches so that you can get very small or very large. See how much bigger you have? So if I wanted it to be under 6, then I would select that and then click OK. And then I would save that to memory. Okay. Now, one other thing you can do that's going to help you to line things up is to add recognition marks. And let me show you what those look like on the camera, if I can get a little closer. Do you see right here? Okay, so you can put that on 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, or 4 corners of your design. And that's going to help you line things up using the 2-point positioning that we'll talk about later. So to add the recognition marks, you'll go to this new button. XJ1 owners will need to upgrade their machine to add the recognition marks, which is here. Then you click this little down arrow right here. And then you can point where on the, so you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options for positioning. So I generally like to do all 4 corners. And it does like a basting style stitch so that it's very easy to rip out. All right, and then we would save it to memory, okay? So I'll save that to memory, and then when you do edge to edge, sometimes you want to like have it one this way and the other this way, so it's not the same the whole way across. So I'll go to rotate, I'll turn it upside down, and then I'll resave it. So I did already save those in my machine, so to recover those, I'll go to my saved category. And voila, here they are right at the top. My upside down mannequin and my right side up mannequin. So I just did an upside down. So I want to do a right side up mannequin. Okay. And then I'll click set. All right. So I'll put my hoop on my machine. And we're going to learn how to line things up on the machine. All right. So right now, the features for this that I just showed you. So exclusive to the Stellaire is the My Snap for Mobile app. Okay. That's my boyfriend, Ben. Isn't he cute? And then the recognition marks is exclusive to the XJ, to the Stellaire 2 machines. Okay, so if you have a Stellaire 1, just purchase the upgrade to get the Stellaire 2 to get the recognition marks. Now, this next feature that I'm going to show you is called 2-point positioning. And that is exclusive to the Stellaires and the PR680W currently. So I'm hoping that they'll extend that to more machines in the near future. So we'll see. They're always coming out with new technology. It's just this is the newest machine that came out in 2023. All right, so we have our design on the screen. I did show you the first way. You can scan the background, set it that way. But this way, I could go to embroidery, and then there's a layout button up here. So I'll click layout, and there is this new icon here. It's like a square with a little red dot in the middle. And I see some questions coming through. Don't worry, I will try to get to those at the end of the broadcast. Let me start this one. So Kim, it's called My Snap mobile app. And when you get the machine, it will have that in the instructions on how to download that. There's even an app guide in the machine where you can like scan a QR code to get it. All right, so we're gonna choose this little square with a dot. This is called 2-point positioning. We'll click that. All right, so you're gonna have your design and you're gonna have all these little, you're gonna have some pitchforks and some things. This is just basically saying, where do you want your design, your line to start? So basically you're gonna draw a line either left to right, up to down, right to left. And it will, once you set your first and second point, it will rotate. So you can do it vertically or horizontally, which is really stinking cool, okay? And what's really cool about these edge-to-edge patterns is that this center left does start on the first stitch of the design. Hello! I'm so grateful for that. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click that one and then next. And then it says, do you want to align horizontally or vertically? I want to go vertically. So I'll click next. All right. So now we're going to the hoop. And I know it's a little hard to see, but my last stitch is right here. So let me actually go down on the, can you see, oops, if I don't nudge the camera. Can you see my last stitch right here? Maybe a little hard to see, but that's my last stitch. You see that little tiny knot right there? So basically, I'm going to use the laser on the foot in conjunction with the cursors here on the screen. So if I want to move it a lot, I'm going to do 3 play buttons here. If I want to move it just a little bit, I'll do it here. So medium-sized movements. Small movements will be here. So I want to move, I have to move it a lot for the first time. So once I press left, my hoop's going to start shifting. So we'll go back to the machine and we're going to move it left and up to where I'm like pretty close to that starting stitch. And then once I get close, I'm then going to do maybe my medium or small size movements to move it like ever so slightly. And just know when you're looking at your machine from this angle, sometimes that laser can seem a little bit more forward to you. So I do actually like kind of test with my needle to see if it's gonna like kiss that last stitch. And if it's not, then I'll move it like up or over just a little bit until I get there, okay? So once I select that part, that's our first alignment there. So it actually kind of like shifts your design left to right, which is really cool. But this next step is gonna rotate it. So when I click next, I could like pre-draw my line on my fabric and then set it to the chalk line that I draw there. Now I did hoop it like very straight, I can tell through my other marks that I have. So I'm just gonna click next or set. And it's gonna like rotate it slightly if I adjust that, okay? So now all I have to do is put my foot down and then press go. So let's go ahead and get started stitching. And we have made perfect contact with our machine. I am so excited. Wasn't that so easy? All right, let me check the comments. And while we're stitching it out, what do y'all think? Isn't that so cool? How many of you have done edge to edge? Okay, Kim Martin says, I can't find the app. Can you please show me the icon? So you can go to the App Store through Apple or Android. And it's going to be My Design Snap. There's also another app that you can download called My Stitch Monitor for the Stellaire. And maybe while we're stitching, I'll show you that. I probably have to connect the machine now. Let's see, My Stitch Monitor. Let's see here. All right. So when I pull up My Stitch Monitor, I have several machines. I'm going to hide that. On the app, I'm going to choose the Stellaire XJ2. That's the one that I'm working on. And look at that. It's going to tell me I can leave the room. It'll tell me where I'm at in the design, where my needle is. You see that little cursor there? Or what thread color I'm on. This is a single color design. So 2 really cool apps exclusive to the Stellaire. There's also another app called Artspira for any wireless brother embroidery machine. This is really cool. So it's free, and they have free designs and free tutorials. And there is an option for $12.99 per month to get a whole lot of free designs. You get some digitizing capabilities. So they have like photo stitch and cross stitch in the app. Really cool. I hope I'm not overwhelming you with TMI, but I think it's really cool. All right, let's see if we have any more questions. Aw, Jeanette, I'm ready to pull some designs out of my online account so I can embroider a quote label for my baby quote. Yes, very cool. Do you have the print mode up, or you're printing out your quote labels? That would be really cool. Oh, Rhonda, welcome. You know, you can always go back and rewatch this. So it sounds like our stitch is almost over. Let me go back to, so here's our recognition marks. So it always stitches out the design first, and then it's going to go out and stitch the recognition marks. And the recognition marks are cool because you can use those to line up the design with the 2-point positioning. So I'll show you that. We'll use that to do it vertically. So it's just a different way than doing like the center line. Let's see what we got here. So Erin asked if this is a built-in design on the machine. Yes, it's in category 20 and it's number 2. And it's very cute. I love the stuff. But you can purchase as many edge-to-edge quilting designs as you want. And you can add these recognition marks to any design that you bring into the machine. Yeah, so Erin, yeah, so this is a built-in design, but you can purchase design separately. All right, so we're done stitching. Oh my goodness. We have our recognition marks. So we're going to go back to the hooping station, which is this one here. I'm going to take my regular hoop off, and I'm going to show you my favorite hoop for the Stellaire machines. It's the 7x12 magnetic frame. Okay. So again, if you wanted to use my snap, you use the hoops that come with the machine that have the recognition marks. On it, you can send photos to my design center to create your own embroidery files with lines, or you can do backgrounds. I do like these hoops too, like the hoop screw is very nice. All right, getting to my favorite hoop ever. Look how cute. Look how we made contact. Can you tell where it connected? Maybe because there's like a little tail that you need to snip, but look how perfect that is. And it's going to be just as pretty on the back. How fun is that? All right. So here's my the bottom part of my hoop. It's the 7x12 magnetic hoop. So I'll basically just stick this underneath the quilt. I'll roughly position it, because remember the 2-point position is really cool for rotating and aligning things correctly. And then I have my magnets here. So I can just basically like push my magnets and they will magically go into place, which is nice. And I just want to make sure that my recognition marks are far enough away to where it's like available for the machine. So I am going to move this just a little bit more this way. And guess what? You can do this while it's on the machine. So you don't have to take your hoop off. You don't have a huge table to work with. But you don't want to go too far right, because then depending on the size of the design, it may extend past the right side, which confused me earlier. I was like, why does it say my design's too big for my hoop? And I was like, oh, because I hooped it way too far. The recognition marks were like here. So the design would have extended past the side of the hoop. And then I'll put my magnets on. Yay! And look, I'm so crooked. But that's okay, because brothers are best friends. And we could just put our hoop back on our machine. First, I'll click OK. And so we did the right side up mannequin. So I'm going to go to my memory. We'll go home, embroidery, machine memory, and I want my upside down mannequin. It's the same size. Okay. Embroidery. Then I'll put my hoop on the machine. And click OK. And now we're going to line up the recognition marks here. Can you see this? I have a recognition mark here, and I have a recognition mark here. We're going to read that using the 2-point positioning in a vertical way. So I'll go to layout, our handy dandy positioning. So I'm going to line up on my new design. I want to line up the top right. I'm dyslexic, guys. My top left and my bottom left. So we'll start with the top. Click next. Now I'm going to click the down arrow. Okay. So it's going to align it this way. Next. Okay. So I'm going to do my first positioning point. So we can see our laser, and I need to be like right here. It's right here. So I'll move my cursors back and forth, up and down. If it's a lot, it'll move a lot. If I need to move it a little, I can do that. And to shift it just so that it's right in place. Okay. Then I'm going to click next. All right, now it's going to the second point, which is our bottom left. And then I'll move it to position there. All right, so I need to be here. It's here. Okay, I want to move it, nudge it a little bigger. All right, and then I'll click set. And that's all I have to do. I'm gonna just press start and go. How about that? And it's actually because I selected the B, it's starting from the other side because I rotated it upside down because I wanted it to kiss. So we won't see it kissing until the very end of the design. All right, let's see if we have any questions. Do I see someone has a foot ache? I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Oh, Rhonda, I love the magnetic hoops too. Okay. So I guess you can see now how easy it is to do edge to edge when you have a machine that does positioning like the Stellaire XJ2 and XE2. You can also do this, not the MySnap, but the positioning with like we just did, on the PR680W. So that's going to be really, really cool. Aw, oh my gosh, Kelly, nice to see you. Thank you for showing this. I've been too intimidated to use the hoop when I got the upgrade, and I've never used the magnetic hoop. Let me show you, Kelly, how easy it is when we're finished with this design to shift to the next one. So I don't even have to take it off the machine. Oh, thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. My goodness. All right, so it looks like we are getting there. We're about halfway through. So on the screen, it'll have like a little cursor that will show you where you are in your design. So we're about halfway there. And guess who we're going to have on the show next week? We're going to have Christine Connor again. She has something very exciting for us that's new that she's going to tell us about next Thursday at 3:30. So be sure to watch if you love quilting with your embroidery machine. She is the originator of the edge-to-edge method. She literally wrote the book on it. So be sure to tune in for that. And we'll release that sign-up form in our Monday email. If you haven't yet, please go to our website and register to be on our newsletter so that you're updated on our live shows. Here we go. And my last stitch is like right here. And it's so close. Oh my goodness. Let's see how we did. Oh my gosh, we did very good. I love that. So it's putting the recognition marks in there so that we can do it. So realistically, if you're going from the left to right, generally, all you have to do is put the recognition marks on the right side, because you'll just line up on the left side. I just put them there, and on the first design, put them on all sides because remember, we always start from the middle of our quilt and stitch to the right of our quilt, so that we're taking away fabric from the neck of the machine and not adding, if that makes sense. Whoa. Okay. Y'all saw me make a little mistake here, and that's okay. What I need to do is get my fabric off of there No big deal. I should have taped this down or basted it. That's okay. It'll be fine. Okay. No worries at all. All right. So we're done with that. Let me zoom out so that you can so that I can show you how I'm going to reposition my design in my magnetic hoop. So you can use a dime hoop, but the reason why I like this one is because it has the this is a 7x12 brother magnetic hoop for the Stellaire. It has multiple magnets, and the benefit of that is that instead of it having one floppy top, you can like put the magnet on, shift it around very easily. So here's our quilted area. I went from center to the right, and now I'm gonna like flip. I'll flip my design, and then I'm gonna connect to my middle line. So I'm gonna put it in approximately the right place where I think it's good. I'm gonna make sure that there's nothing underneath getting caught. And then I'll take my magnets. Is it, oh my gosh, it looks so sultry in here. I had to adjust the camera. All right, so here I'll put my first two on. And I could see it's lined up pretty well. But the reason why these magnets are so awesome is I can literally smooth it out without having to pull my fabric. Like on my snap hoop, I would have to pull. So it's worth the extra expenditure just for that function. And then I can position it on the bottom. So having that smoothing is a huge benefit when you're leaving your hoop on the machine and wanting to rehoop. So I'm going to look at my design. It looks like my mannequin is right side up. So I need to choose my design that has the mannequin upside down because I'm alternating mannequin up, mannequin down, mannequin up, mannequin down whenever I'm putting them together. All right. So I'll go back to my positioning. Okay. And then I love the center one because I could just find that first stitch, that last stitch that I did, and just connect to that. So we're going to go from left to right. So I'll set my first spot. Let me zoom in just a bit. Can you see that? I'm going to try to get like real close for you. Okay, so I'm going to set my, excuse me. I'm going to set my first one here. So this is my stitch is all the way over here. Let's see. And then next. Oops. Okay. That was when I caught my stuff. So I'll have to turn the machine off and back on because when I caught my fabric, it got off a little bit. So let's just do that real quick because I love making mistakes on the show so that I can show you how to fix them. So do you remember when I caught the side of my fabric with my foot and it moved over? Well, it held the hoop from moving. And so it thinks that the hoops is farther this way than what it is. So because I cut corners. All right, so nothing that a reboot won't fix. And we saved the design to the machine. It's going to do its recalibration. So it tells you what to do, which is so nice. Okay. Another thing to consider, here's a little thing that I did. So I cut a corner and I used spray basting. And I can already see that there's a little bit of gumminess on my needle. So you can take, sometimes I'll just like literally just pull it off of the needle. It was like a little lint stuck to there because of the adhesive. You can also take an alcohol wipe on a Q-tip and pull it off like that. So that's something to consider too. We have so many different ways to baste or pin or put together our quilt pieces. I think machine basting is probably your best bet for sure. But there's spray basting. You can use safety pins. You just need to make sure that they're all out of the machine. Here's another tip that you can do is go ahead and, like, this extra fabric, roll it up like this, and then find some clips or clamps. I like to use, this isn't a huge piece, so I'll just take my jumbo Wonder clips and just, you know, keep it together like that. So I'll put 4, 1, 2, if you can see that, hopefully, 3, 4. That way, the hoop's going to be going left and right. So we want to minimize the amount of material that's there. All right, so let's go back to the embroidery. I want my upside down mannequin, so I'm going to choose that again. Set. Okay, so now I'm going to go to edit. Remember this? Nope, embroidery, layout, positioning, and then we're going to position from left to right. All right, so now we're lined up a little bit better. So I'm going to move to my previous stitch, which is a lot lower than I thought when I was hooping this. Do you see? We're connecting right onto that last stitch. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, and then I'll click next. This is can be a lot easier than templates, and it's definitely, even if you use templates, you can use this too. Okay, so I'm a little too far down, so no problem. Let me show you what you can do. Do you remember this? It needs to go up. I'm glad all the pitfalls are coming on the show. That way you can see me fix them. So I didn't put my fabric far enough up. So basically I'm just going to take my magnets off. I'm going to shift the whole thing up a little bit and then put my magnets back on. 1, 2, 3, and I hope it's not too far in this way, but the machine will definitely tell us. It will not. And that's the beauty too of using the Brother branded hoops, is that the machine recognizes the hoop and it will know if you're gonna make a mistake or not, because I'm very human. All right, so since it extended out, that's okay. You just click previous and it's going to go back to the first point. Okay, so I'll go to the machine and I'll move up my hoop until that needle is right over the last stitch. On a regular machine, you have to use needle plus and minus, go to the first stitch and then move it blindly. And then this is so much easier. Then I'll click next. All right. And then I'll align it to the left. So one thing I can do here, since I didn't draw my line, I can find like a little straight edge. Let me use just this for now. But you do want to draw your lines out like the center beforehand. So I'm going to have like a straight edge on my hoop. I'm going to use my embroidery design pack from Dawn and estimate where I want that second line to be so that it's directly across. A ruler would be good if you had one close by. Like that. Sometimes we just have to make it happen, right? Okay. So it looks like I'm too far over. No worries. That's okay. We just need to shift it this way in the hoop, which is probably, and once you do it enough times, you'll get the hang of, oh, I can only be 1/4 of an inch in or 1/2 an inch in. So I just need to go this way. Can you imagine doing this with a hoop where you have to take it off the machine every time you want to rehoop? No, thank you. I'm okay on that one. So much easier to hoop here. So I hope this is helpful for you guys, because these things do happen when you're edge to edge quilting. All right, so let's try it again. All right, let's go previous. I'll line up my first spot. Okay, next. All right, set. All right, so let's go ahead and start stitching. And this one's upside down, so it's starting from the right and then going left. So we'll check on this one in a minute. And let's go ahead and do our giveaways very soon. Let me share my screen so that you can see that. Here we go, giveaway tool. All right, so if you haven't yet, go ahead and comment #AllBrands to win. Before that, I did want to just show you the machines that we showed today. So we talked about the Stellaire XJ2. The $13,000 is the MSRP. We have it for $99.99. Now, starting on February 9th, we will have a 60 months, 5.99% APR financing offer, so that gets your price per month to an estimated $200, $204 per month, depending on how much you pay off within a year's time and that. So guess what else? We have an amazing bundle with this machine. Not only do you get the luggage set, so you can take it to your friend's house, to your classes, you get that magnetic frame set that we talked about on the show. You get a magnifying lens. So that hooks onto the front of your machine so that you can see your needle area very close. And it has 2 different magnifications. And you get a course by Angela Wolf. When you register your machine with Brother, as long as it's within this promotional period, they will send you instructions on how to access this. You get for up to a year of education, and it's all on a site where you get to complete courses. There's like quizzes, and it's very interactive and educational. So if this may be too much for you, or you already have a sewing machine that you love, here's the embroidery only version, $74.99. If you opt for financing that starts on February 9th, 2024, it's an estimated $155 per month. and you get the Angela Wolf Masterclass, but you also get BEF's lettering, which is awesome for folks who want to really get into embroidery, start a side hustle. So that's a $1,600 value, just extra on the XE2, and there's tons of accessories already in the box. Here's another added bonus. If you shop at any one of our 7 locations throughout Louisiana or Texas listed here, we have a special for you. Mention this deal in the store when you're purchasing a machine, and you can bundle any additional accessory from Brother. It has to be a Brother genuine accessory for 20% off with in-store machine purchases over $1,000. That is for the month of February because we love you very much. Let's see if we have any more comments. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Don't forget to give Barbara a thumbs up. Yes, if you haven't yet, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Oh, here is Dawn. I love you. You're my Valentine. Yes, Angela Wolf's Masterclass is fantastic. And you need to be on the show again soon. I miss you. Oh, here's Brenda says, I love having the magnifying lens. And Rhonda, oh my gosh, is that a, I thought you had like a halo of flowers. It's beautiful. I love doing edge-to-edge quilting. It's so fun and very satisfying. I love when the machine's done and it does that little jingle. Yes, it is National Embroidery Month. So if you guys haven't experienced Creative Appliques, they make amazing embroidery designs. You can hop over to her site and get inspired. So first I'm going to do the hashtag AllBrands giveaway. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hop on over to our Facebook page, share this post publicly, and I'll have a special prize for you. Let me find the video. Let's see. AllBrands.com is our Facebook page on Facebook. All right. Here's our, I'm just going to go ahead and stage the giveaway. For here, we have, oh, goodness, that's so exciting. I'm just going to make sure I can see the shares. Yes, I can. I can see the shares. All right. First, we're going to do the hashtag AllBrands. So what are you going to win for this one? You have 2 options. The first option is a free ticket to Original Sewing and Quilting Expo in New Orleans. This is an awesome show. There's classes. AllBrands is going to be there with Brother, Chuki, Bernina, Grace, Laura Starr, and Designs and Machine Embroidery. It's at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner, which is right outside of New Orleans. I love going to New Orleans. If you haven't been, make it a destination trip. Bring some friends. This will get you an entry and a class at that event. It's Thursday through Saturday, May 2nd through 4th, 2024. So let's go ahead and do a drawing for that. But before I do, we're also going to be at Everything Embroidery Market. That's in Biloxi. So if you like the beach, if you like seafood, food, that's also a destination. Really great wind, sunshine, and air. It's going to be April 25th or 27th. The convention center is right on the beach. There's going to be, this one's more geared towards embroiderers, sublimation, vinyl cutting, side hustle businesses. So there's a lot of businesses that go there just to invest in equipment and product to enhance their business. So this would be a very cool show. And then OSQE is more geared towards sewing and quilting, but we're also going to have, guess what? Courtney's teaching scan and cut classes at this event, and she's like 3 days worth of classes. We're going to open up 10 scan and cuts. It's going to fill up really quick. So if you go to their website, you can pre-register for those classes. So let me go ahead and hopefully, if you win this, go to OSQE and not offer $5 gift card because OSQE is like going to be so much better. All right, y'all ready? Who's going to be our winner for the OSQE invitee? It's going to be Erin Potts. Congratulations. Oh, you're awesome. Please email me events@allbrands.com with your address to claim your OSQE registration. Okay? Oh my gosh. All right. And let's see who's going to win our sharer from Facebook for a $25 allbrands.com e-gift card. Let's see here. Our winner is bum, 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 bum. Let me create a banner. Here we go. Cindy Shelley. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing this on Facebook with all of your friends. So join in on the fun. You can go ahead and also call me with your name, number, and address to claim the $25 allbrands.com gift card. Oh my gosh, this has been so fun. Oh, we didn't even talk about me being finished with the design. Oh, look how perfect. It lined up perfectly. Ah! Look how gorgeous. You can't tell where it's connected, can you? It's connected right here. Can you see that? Nope. Because our positioning made it perfectly laced. Look at that. That right there. Isn't that awesome? And then when we're done, all we have to do is just rip out the recognition marks. And there's the back. Yep. Right there. Brother, you make my life so much easier. Thank you. I love this feature so much. It's wonderful. And you're wonderful. So thank you everyone for joining us today. If you like edge to edge quilting, don't miss next Thursday at 3:30. Christine Connor is going to be live with us on the show, and she has an exciting announcement. I don't even know what it is. So I'm super excited. So yeah, go ahead, be crafty. Love yourself and love your machine. And we'll see you next Thursday. Mwah.